Hello and welcome everyone. So here we are at IMTEX 2024 happening at Bangalore International Exhibition Center, and I am at the stall of Suresh Indu Lasers, having with me Mr. Sanjay Shah. We can talk about Suresh Indu Lasers since a long time. It carries a legacy to be in the metal forming industry. And today we can see a lot many technologies which have upgraded this year as compared to the last many more years to go. So we are all excited to take you in to the booth and get you more information about what you all can be seen at IMTEX. So what you would like to say about the show first?
Okay, so this is the first time we have come up with such a big booth. We have two booths in this show. This is the 800 square meter booth, and maybe the Indian manufacturing the biggest booth. And we have one more booth in all three, which is exclusively for laser welding and cladding and other applications. So in this booth, we are displaying one of our machine, which is we export. These are CE certified machines from TUV Nord, and mostly these machines we export to Europe and America. So recently we shipped around 9 to 10 machines to Europe, and 4 of these machines are this month going to Texas in USA. So this machine, the specialty of this machine is it's completely certification. As I told you, that it is certified by TUV. That means there is no type of laser radiation outside the machine, and it has all the safety factors which compliance machine for Europe is needed. Hence, it also becomes an expensive machine because of taking care of a lot of safety factors. And one more advantage of this machine is it has a single level pallet exchange. That means the cutting quality on the first sheet and the second sheet is the same. It is powered with a 12 kilowatt IPG laser, which is world's best laser, and it is with a very high end CNC controller from Beckhoff. Yeah, this is about this machine, and you can see it's completely enclosed, and we have a German cutting head on this, so that the European market can get the spare parts very easily from their local market. Also, the laser which is coming up is with the IPG laser, and it is also having all the service support in Europe. This is about this machine. Then we have a next machine which is a 20 kilowatt machine. It can be made up to a 40 kilowatt machine. As you see, it has a very high rapid. It can cross about 200 meters per minute with an acceleration of 2G. It's a 50 millimeter steel, and it can cut up to 50 millimeter steel. This machine also is with a Fanuc CNC. The technology in this machine is very unique, and it's the top end. With SIL now, we are not trying to produce machines only with the cost factor, but we are more inclined to produce machine with the safety factor, the longevity of the machine. So I'm proud to say that a machine which was 2014 years, which was installed in 2014, it's still in service. So 99% of our machines are, since our first machine to now, maybe this is a 2000 machine, it is all machines, 99% of the machines are producing there every year on year. So again, here also we have taken care of the safety. You see it's completely enclosed. It has a safety switch, it has a protective glass, and it is CE certified.
Talking about the safety, since we are talking about the safety, what do you think that the top 3 measures would be taken by the industry in order to take the steps toward the safety measures?
So the first thing is the machine should not be working when it should not be accessible from any human when the machine is working. So if somebody wants to open the door, the machine should stop. The second part is the radiation part. The laser glasses should be filmed with laser protection film, which is extremely important so that their eyes and all the things are kept in are safe. The third aspect of the safety is the electrical type of safety. So in that, what happens is You can power up any machine by giving some voltage and then if your earthing fails or your neutral fails or the machine should not produce any shock. It should be earthed nicely, and the switch gears what we use are having a safety PLC inside it, so that it's expensive, but it is in the longer run. Other than having an accident, it's better to have a safety function in the machine.
And it's good to hear from you that you all are taking the steps towards the safety. Let's move ahead and see what they have for this.
Yeah, as you see, this is again with a 20 kilowatt IPG laser, and this is also with a CE approval. The laser also gets with the CE approval. We try to push to the market more and more high quality products, because we want the machine longevity to be higher. We don't believe to give a low end product which will have no service, or after 2 years the machines will have some replacement, big replacement. We try to, of course it depends on the customer's pocket also, because there's a big difference in cost between an European IPG laser and Chinese laser. We also sell max photon lasers within the market. They are also very good, and we also in the max photon we buy the light version of lasers. So this is another good technology. If you see, this machine is a 5-axis machine. It can do bevel cutting. So if you see internally, you can see the cutting head can be tilted, and you can cut with a bevel function in this machine. This machine mostly is used for heavy industries, where people have to. What happens now when you cut plates? You have to bevel them so that they are fitting. Then they have to weld it. So in normal machines, what you have to do is you cut first with two, and then you have a separate machine for beveling it and use it for welding. But in this machine, you can directly get a bevel part. So that's a very nice application of this machine. It also comes with a very special controller and very special cutting head. And I think we are the only one in India who have produced a sheet bevel machine, completely Indian, and with a like a 12 kilowatt. It can be also work with 20 kilowatt or even 40 kilowatt. So you can cut 50 millimeters with a bevel function.
That's great.
Yeah. So here we have another machine which is a 3-chuck tube cutting machine. Very proud of this machine because this is our 3rd version of this machine, and we have come up with a very unique function in this machine, which is these external support units. These support units not only support the tube which is already cut, but it also tilts so that the parts get collected in the bin.
Right.
It is a 3-chuck system, so the center chuck also moves, the 3rd chuck also moves, the 1st chuck, solid chuck also moves. So very demand product we have around. We are continuously in backlog with this machine to produce to give it to the market. It comes with all European parts, and the motor, the drive, the controllers are top end. So
I would just ask one question to you. Since a lot of these machines have been exported by Suresh Indu Lasers these days, do you think that the acceptance of Indian product it's been at some different levels in last 2 to 3 years rather than the acceptance was there in the previous years?
Yeah, actually the world market is open market, and there is no problem in buying from any country. The intent of Indian companies to invest in this sector and design something, because European companies will not buy from you if you are just importing some machine or doing some simple assembly, and because they think that why should we buy from you, there's no value. So you have to create that value, and you have to invest in the market, see the market, study them, see the requirement, go push them, talk with them. It's a long journey. We took around 3 to 4 years before we sold our first machine. But the way we send that machine, it's a very committed market. You have to keep the support system at the top end whenever they require. You have to really design the product for their country clients. It's tough, but there are no Indian companies, I think so, very few, I'll say. They try to invest in this market because they were quite busy, I think so.
So, moving towards
Yeah.
the next
Yeah.
technology, what
So
would you
this
like
is
to say about this?
a machine which is a two-chuck tube cutting machine. It's a lower version of the machine. Of course, very nicely responds for this machine. It can cut up to say 220 millimeters of tube for this machine specifically. And also here also we have a special support system. They don't not only support the tube, they also tilt and they collect the parts, and then the customer can pick the part and use it. I can tell you all these machines are made in India. They give lot of employment to many companies. Like we have around 200 to 300 vendors all over India. I'm happy that with the association with them, we can produce something, and Indian machines can go worldwide. This is something which is we did a lot of. We sold a lot of machines of these types to Tata Motors, Cummins. And this is a cost-effective way to produce a 3D part. So what happens in this case is the laser cutting machine can go up to from 2 crores to 10 crores also, or say 5 crores. So in this robotic-based cutting machine, the machine investment cost can come down for maybe a crore, but you can produce parts which are not within 0.2 plus or minus 0.2 millimeters of accuracy. You can do laser welding with it. You can do laser cutting with it. You can use the robot for cladding. So last year we did around 6 to 7 of these types of projects we executed, and most of the customers are extremely productive with these machines. Yeah. And this is a very prestigious product what we built. It's a tube cutting machine. This is a expandable tube cutting machine. So that means this is a 6 meter right now, the length what you see, the part we can do, but you can expand on the left and the right both up to end. So you can make it 12 meter, you can make it 18 meter, you can make it 20 meter on the loading, and you can add this loading unloading robots as you need for parts, and then it can it can cater. We sold the longest machine which we sold is 24 meter, already installed and working. Also, this machine specially is coming with a wheel head. That means it can tilt and it can work like. And you can add the chucks. So right now it is the 3-chuck system. You can add 4 chucks. So as you increase the length, you will have to add more support unit so that the tube is cutted in a higher accuracy. So, completely designed in India with a lot of hardship. I can tell you that the group which designed this machine and manufactured this machine, they were working minimum 70 hours a week to get this, and they sold, and they didn't have them. The back-to-back, their first project, then second project, and third project. So we gave one machine to Post Marshal, which was $700,000 machine, and we sold a second machine which was around $400,000 machine, or 500,000. This machine is also, it's a very expensive machine, but some companies are like they need this for their products for manufacturing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And in this conversation or the tour, with one positive, or a proud news which we heard back then was the tunnel rescue.
Yeah.
And Suresh Indu Lasers' a major role in that tunnel rescue. So, what would you like to add to this achievement?
When this happened, we were called. Our partners or recommended our name to the PMO, and the PMO called us, and the PMO airlifted our teams for the job to be done to rescue the 41 people from the tunnel. And it was like a flash. We stopped everything. Means the top guys stopped working everything. It was 10 o'clock in the morning, and We were packing. We asked people don't go home. We asked their family members to get their luggages to the airport, and by it was a journey of 2,000 kilometers by flight and by road. Uh, we reached there, 8 hours. We reached there and we started our work. It was very hectic. We were very proud that God gave this moment to us. It's not about the brand name or marketing or it's about that it could have gone to some more people and but the God gave us more opportunity. So I feel that somewhere we are blessed by our lead, by our founders' principles that we are getting such opportunity. That's why we have opened or we have started developing some machines which will be exclusively used for disaster management.
So the situation gives us an idea,
Yes.
some kind of stuff, and also the story is full of emotions.
Yeah.
The emotions behind saving anyone's life is more
Yeah.
beyond than any business, we would say. So thank you so much for spending your precious time with us. It was good to have a tour of SIS
Thank you.
group.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.